Good morning, everyone. It's a pleasure to be here again in a contact with you. Today, talking with Victoria about topics that are of importance to all of us. Hi, Victoria. How are you today?
I'm fine, thank you, Ursula. Pleasure to be here with you again. Mm.
I was thinking this morning about
Wait. I'm wondering.
actually it is of a great importance. I think the fact that how we communicate can create it more damage than to make us of closer.
To make us closer to each other, do you mean? Yes. Hmm.
And how can we communicate in a positive way with our partners?
Yeah. Okay. In Spain, we have a saying that said that por la boca muere el pez. Translated would say that the fish die through the mouth, right? We know that the words that we use can make irreparable damage. A word said can never be taken back. So we have to be very careful with our words. But first of all, like always I say, everything starts from us. So first of all, how we talk to ourselves, the inner dialogue. Because if you are telling yourself all the time that I am so tired, I am exhausted, I don't get, when you open your mouth to communicate with the people that are living with you, of course, it's not going to be positive. You cannot go from that to, hi, I am so happy. It's impossible. So, first of all, be very aware of your inner dialogue. And then I will give you, since your question is very, very, very important, but it's, again, it's enormous to talk about it. But I will give now 3 tips that is very important. Never assume that the other one are in your head. Okay, what does it mean? Never assume that the other knows what you want or what you are asking. You have to be very concise and very clear in your dialogue. Number 2, never assume that the other one is entitled to give you whatever you want, or no, not entitled, but has the commitment to give you whatever you are asking for. Or number 3, remember that the way that you communicate is much more with your energy than with your words. So the words reflects actually what you are thinking. What you are thinking is emotions. The emotions are vibration, and that is what the other one actually are taking in. So that is very important to remember. And then number 4, I will say, remember that the other one is also a human being and are going through exactly the same emotions and the same thoughts and the same limiting beliefs and everything that you are going to. So in a couple, it's about many pillars. It's like a house, right? You have to have the sediments properly done. Otherwise, in the frame, I remember the tale of the 3 pigs, the 3 little pigs, and it was three houses that they come the air and they blows it away. And it's not until they really make a house that is so sediments and this is solid that doesn't blow away, right? So how do we build and really foundation in our relationship? It has to be at least 4 pillars. I would say 7, but let's take the 4, the important ones. It has to be commitment. Commitment in this, we are you and me together. It has to be safetyness. Whatever I'm saying, even though I maybe say it wrongly, you are not going to use it against me. Okay, what does it mean? If I say something, you are not going to use it yes tomorrow again. But you said no. Okay,
Hmm.
that is safety in the dialogue. To know that you are not going to hurt me afterwards, what I'm going to open my heart with. Number three is patience and empathy. I put it together because it goes very close to. If you have empathy, what is empathy? Empathy is not to accept or to be approval or to say I agree with you. Empathy, I as a therapist, I do it all the time, is to have the capacity to put yourself in the other's shoes, and that takes away right away criticism, judgment, expectations. Because how if I have empathy and I have patience to really listen where you are coming from, I don't criticize you because I don't know what I would have done in your position and with your experience. And number four, it has to be a lot of compassion.
Hmm.
And all these things, when you do it for yourself, then you will do it for the other one because you do what you have and you cannot give what you don't own. So that is very, very zen, I would say, right? Very zone like that. But okay, this is a short program. But every point that I have given you has a very depth, very much depth, right? And you cannot practice none of those if you are a very egocentric person. Egocentric is a word that when we use it, people think, oh, I am not egoist. Oh, I am not self-centered. Listen, egocentrism are all of us because we are me. But we have to have at the same time the emotional maturity to understand that, of course, it's not only me. Here in this conversation are two people. That is a minimum emotional maturity that we have to have. But and then the capacity to listen. That's why I put patience. When you listen, you learn. When you talk and you repeat yourself, you are just repeating what you think that you know. So listening is very important.
Very important lesson. Yeah.
And that is something that people don't do. Why? Because we are egocentric. You are talking to me and I'm just waiting to see what I'm going to tell you, to refute what you are telling me. No, you are wrong. That is all egocentric. Ego from me center and my ideas, my knowledge, my. So the opening is the curiosity, right? It comes on the listening. And why don't we do that? Because everybody wants the same. Ursula, it doesn't exist one single person in the world that doesn't want the same thing. I did actually one time an experiment. I went with my mobile on the streets and I interviewed people and I asked, can I ask you one question, only one question? What happiness means to you? And most of all, people said my family, being good person, happiness, the love that I have and I share. Actually, and it was normal people from 15 years old to old ladies. All of them say, when I put it together, the same thing. So we are human beings having the same needs, the same longings. And the egocentrism is only fear. Fear for abandon, fear for rejection, fear for being eaten up, fear for closeness, because if I get close to you, you can hurt me. Fear for being criticized, fear for not belonging. Uh, it's fear. A fear comes from the ego. For our core, when we have these values that we can make a program about these four pillars and go deeper in that, is elevating your awareness. And when you elevate your awareness, you elevate your energy. And when you elevate your energy, you get in contact with your consciousness. And consciousness is who we are. While we are living, we have a conscious that is subjective, is I know that this is wrong. I know that this is good. I know that what I'm saying, I can hurt you or I can help you. We have that conscious in all of us. Another thing is that if we are very arrogant, we don't listen to it. We don't listen, but we have it. Okay, and that's why we do and do and do to stop that voice that is shouting. But that is misery. When we shout down our essence, we live in poverty or happiness. It's the opposite of being happy, right? So, just to do a short, we all have that compass inside us that we know. That is the compassion, and that is the gratefulness. That is the gratitude. That is qualities of our essence, and that is living in consciousness. When we do that, we can communicate in a kind way. We use kind words. We don't hurt the other one. At least not on purpose. Everybody can hurt everybody, but it's also the humbleness that is the opposite of self-centrism or arrogance to say, I'm sorry if what I said hurt you. It's no, I'm sorry, but I said it because. And maybe, maybe the other one had done something very wrong, and maybe the other one has reacted in a way that really hurt you. Maybe you have been treasured. There are many people that do wrong, really, but is to be humble enough to understand that everybody is in a different level of consciousness, and it's to say, I'm sorry if I did something that provoked that. You don't say you were wrong, I was right. You said only, I am sorry that you feel like this. And that is compassion. Okay? So that's how we
Thank you, thank you very much, Victoria, for your time and wisdom. As always, very interesting. Until next time, we love you all. Bye bye.
thank you very much to all of you. Bye.